Right, let's continue. I've stopped right before I have to meet the Constellation group. In New Atlantis, if I remember right. That is the name of the capital here. One small step.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
We just need to convince her that President Abayo isn't. As her predecessors.
Hope you're not agoraphobic.
We may be in a united colony
good one.
city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
What the hell? You fell from the tree?
Hi there.
You know what is strange? The game doesn't have a map. Local map of the zone.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now. This way, Captain.
Just who are you and Barrett? What's the Constellation?
Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
Why is this Crimson Fleet captain after Barrett?
I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted. Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in order to gain your support. Allow me to assist you with carrying your items.
Vasco. Cartridge. I can take that. How much space I have? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Let's go inside.
appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend?
You know what she reminds
Why
me of?
you're here and
She
he
reminds me
isn't?
of the narrator from Hitman, the newer one.
Sarah Morgan, Chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please answer my question.
Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
How many times, let's just let's answer with a question. How many times has this happened? Who else has these visions?
We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point.
It was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Certainly.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together.
Ooh.
Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us.
Some sweet
In addition
credits?
to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll
Yes.
need it out in the field anyway.
Yes.
Just mind your head.
hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll be fine, but still. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
The vision I saw, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this. Oh, gosh, no. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Probably go and grab some tea.
Hope you've got your pen at the ready, Walter. Bills to sign and all.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way,
She's gonna
I
be
can
my
give
guide?
you the very abbreviated
Oh.
tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few
You don't
contributions.
fool me for a moment.
Gardens are out the doors there,
Love it and you know
if you
it.
need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Right in the middle.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Oh man, I need some black tea or coffee. I mean, I drank coffee, but it doesn't work. I'm just getting sleepy. Mm. Ugh. Book about Moby Dick. Storage. Hmm. Я буквально только что выпил сильнейший, мощнейший кофе, но при виде стримера жестко захотел спать. Я выпил кофе, не жесткий, но кофе, и меня тянет спать. Я пойду себе налью что-то другое. Привет. Не, это же отсылочка-то. Это знакомая мне картина АФК персонаж в Bethesda в Bethesda играх. Еще, по-моему, с Morrowind'а была крутящая камера. Привет, блин. Привет. Как дела? Right, there's nothing really to see here. Everything kind of looks the same. We have offices. Dumbbells, someone is training. Cool. Board game, deck of cards. Deck of cards, I can sell that. Alright.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed.
Bet you never expected to end up
This
involved in
is
something like this.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Не второй день, скорее пару часов. Дня я точно не наиграл. I've been called worse. I wish, I love when the games have options of answering with numbers 1, 2, 3 on keyboard, but you can't do that right now. You have to click it with mouse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time.
Из того,
So,
что...
let's start over,
Okay.
shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Я слышал, что люди рекомендуют пройти Main Quest, начать New Game Plus, и тогда уже проходить дополнительные линейки сюжетов и так далее. Якобы только после прохождения кампании откроются до конца там всякие возможности. Не знаю. Я думаю, я пойду по пути просто делать частично мейн-квест, потом какую-нибудь большую ветку сайд-квеста. Хочу заняться шипбилдингом, построить корабль какой-то с интересным дизайном. Ну и исследовать. Я на прошлом стриме нашел монстра, вот мне интересно поискать всякую живность. Наверняка Bethesda спрятали каких-то монстрюк где-нибудь на планетах, 100%. Я ни в одной игре Bethesda до сих пор не проходил мейн-квест. Не, я все проходил. Кроме Morrowind'а. Все проходил. В Skyrim я прошел все. Я прошел все мейн-квестлайны. И несколько раз проходил даже. Вся DLC про вампиров, наверное, одна из любимейших вещей в Skyrim. Вся эта компания.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
What I definitely noticed that main quest characters have better facial maybe animations, I don't know animations, but they look better. The models themselves are more detailed than the ones that you see in the city outside.
I do have other things that require my attention, you know.
But they said like all NPCs can be basically every NPC is made just like your character from random parameters and presets. Да, я слышал, что Remnant 2 очень хорош. Они еще расширили систему рандомизации. What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet.
А,
Someone
да.
has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Fitness perfectly healthy as far back as I can remember.
I'll take your word on that. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture.
Hmm.
No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
He's gonna go with the faith angle, I guess. You think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
If it meant something, I didn't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of
Got it.
yourself.
Who else I gotta talk to?
Sarah's the best possible person to be running.
Probably Sarah, right? I guess.
Focused, nonsense.
So, are you ready to get to work?
Like I said,
Or
she's
was there
probably
something
voiced by
else?
the narrator from Hitman. She sounds like that.
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Yeah, you say Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Good. A chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
So it'll be locked as your follower if you continue. Alright. What do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time.
The
Not
nerve,
to
man.
mention, I think we can get you a
To
proper
ask
suit.
more.
We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Okay, got it.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Okay.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
I am at your service, Captain.
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask in the security office.
Booster. I think I'm going the wrong way.
Swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities.
Welcome. If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby. Most of MAST's employees have extensive training in their specific areas of expertise. But if you're interested in joining the UC, Commander Tuala of the Vanguard is just on the far side of the room. The Vanguard's open to anyone who can fly. Stay safe.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Wait, I was born in the UC. I'm not a citizen already?
Oh, sorry, but no. UC citizenship is all earned based on service. They should have covered this in your civic lessons. Go figure.
Okay.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the registration terminal. The system will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted. The process starts with registration down in the orientation hall. Or did you have a question?
Orientational. Where is that? Mass lobby. Well, we go. Woman, get in. Ah, I thought the blue one showed what I actually where I was. Never mind. Она типа спутник первый? Да, по заданию сейчас. Okay, gotta register here. To register for your examination, please select enlistment agreement. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for the United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
Oh, a little bit of history. The end of Earth.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet. Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
Oh, I fought those guy. House Varun.
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic. Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out
Those are
war on
all
rest
of the
human civilization,
factions that you can actually join and complete their quest
Summon's
lines.
Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was
Religious
only the death
fanatics.
of their founder in 2263. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xeno-weapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted.
Dad wanted me to apply for the
galaxy has
administration
been
track at school, but
ever since.
I'm going to be a
Holy shit, what is this? Is this what I fought? I fought like a creature, not a xenomorph, but a terramorph. Might be him. Ugh.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable.
Yeah, they're pretty tough, man. They have some kind of psionic blast. It has an incredible range and does a lot of damage. Vanguard ad.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like these. They're startlingly realistic. Have fun.
This is the Mark 18 flight simulation chamber, applicant. Currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active.
Took him a while to spawn. Буквально на секунду отвлекся, мы уже в музее были. Так оно и происходит. Tier 2 simulated ship. Oh wait, power. What is wrong with my ship?
Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
Calculating intercept vectors. Target elimination imminent.
Broke the shield.
All targets eliminated. Progress reported. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3.
Tier 3? God damn.
New targets active.
Is this your first fly?
Simulation. You've been defeated, applicant. You may
Okay.
initiate a reset of your current tier at the terminal inside the cockpit, or step outside and take a break.
I'm gonna go with the constellation quest for now. Ah, tiers required for completion. Wait. Let's try it. Okay. I just gotta beat the one level. Wait, do I start from scratch? I start from scratch?
Simulation
I probably
reset.
shouldn't have reset
Prepare
the...
for your first opponent.
Ah, damn it.
New targets active.
Oh, wait, no, it's still 3. It's fine, it's saved. I didn't understand how I could save. I've tried to push the button like 0 and 0. And it didn't do shit. You need a separate medkit, repair kit for the ship or something?
You must be able to do better than that.
Halting simulation. You've been defeated, applicant. You may initiate a reset of your current tier at the terminal inside
What?
the cockpit, or step outside and take a break. If you wish to take a break,
Did I reset it? I have to reset it again. A bit annoying. Why I couldn't heal? Let's increase the power of maybe the ballistics. Reduce engine, increase ballistics and laser.
New targets active.
Got him.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 3 reached.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers. Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Pt.2 to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have
did.
some questions you needed answered first?
I wrapped up my piloting exam and they told me to come back here.
Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did? Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, checked out a few of the murals. Good. Inquisitive folks tend to do well around here. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? All right, clear tier 3. We try to set a high bar, so that's no small feat. Nice work.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Better than your average lab rat or
10 years
diplomat,
service?
but
What?
pretty standard for folks going out into combat.
Come
10 years
on.
might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material.
Sounds
on
like a
our hands.
scam.
If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed?
Can we do this under the table? I like to operate independently.
You're not in the Freestar Collective here. Vanguard keeps its work above board. You want in, you have to do the same as everyone else. And that starts with the oath.
Let's
I understand.
take some time.
It's a big decision. Think about it. Come back when you're ready.
Now about the other thing.
Everything squared away? Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
A scientific discovery being used as an ornament. The indignity.
Hey, Vanguards risk their lives every day to keep people safe. So what if he doesn't understand whatever this fancy thing of yours is?
Easy there, John. We all have our sore points. Everyone agrees we need to talk to your Vanguard about what he found. Let's leave it at that.
All right, I'll let it slide. No good for the recruiting office to be seen arguing with the civs anyway. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Did Mora say where he found this ornament of his?
You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Anything you can tell me about Sidonia?
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like.
Bar in the spaceport sounds like home.
It's definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you.
Ask about Moara in Sidonia.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Bye for now.
What is this Sidonia? The eye.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera!
Look who it is!
I can't believe it! Is it you? Is it really, really you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, constellation's shining star of stars.
It's his like, you know, old relative. Bane of the fleet.
Oh, don't be so modest. It was all over SSNN. Lone miner tames the Crimson Fleet, saves a member of Constellation, and steals the hearts of millions. No, trillions! And now you're standing here next to me. Oh, it really is you, right?
I just joined Constellation. I'm hardly a shining star.
Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. There's no maybes about it. I have an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see with that halo on your head. Although at first, I wasn't sure if it was just the glare. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be.
By the way, it's the same voice actor. And he sounds even better than in Oblivion. You changed your routine?
Oh, yes. Normally I start my day by drinking 4 cups of coffee and stuffing my face with chunks. But after being inspired by your story, I thought to myself, what would the great and powerful hero of Vectera do? And so instead, I went for a jog. I ran and I ran and I ran, picturing you in the distance, like a North Star. Imagine my surprise to find you were actually real. By the light of Polaris, it must be fate.
In reality, it's just a perk, dude. It's just a perk. It's definitely not.
Are you saying I looked you up, tracked you down, and followed you all the way here?
Yes.
Who'd be crazy enough to do that? I'd have to know what you looked like first. And now I do. Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
Assigning the adoring fan to your crew will make him essential until unassigned. I mean, why not, you know? He's a strange fella, but I feel like he has a good heart.
You won't be disappointed.
Like always, we can just use him as a distraction on some planets. While the alien monsters will chew on his corpse, we will kill him. Manage your crew, review and change their assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills, which enhance your ship or outposts. Frontier, Jemison, Alpha Centauri. Unassigned. Okay. Gotta get back on the tram. Where was there? Or do I have to use the lift? I probably have to use the lift. It's an interesting decision to not include a map.
United Colonies business connect.
Главное, что чувак этот есть, значит, игра уже на 10 из 10 минимум, может и больше. Да, сколько мемов можно создать теперь с новыми локациями и пейзажами. Spaceport.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
Thinking about checking out that new restaurant over by there.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Lady, are you alright? I have a feeling they're probably using some version of skooma here. She definitely has something going on there. Something going on. Might have to report her.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm busy. Hello.
You're busy? Okay.
Pardon me.
Why everyone is staring like that? You freaked me out.
Always wondered what the inside of the lodge looks like.
Sure hope you're... I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight.
Tony, I smell a quest. Do you live around here?
What, at Terra Brew? I wish. Nah, I live at Athena Tower. Just moved in, actually. My girlfriend and I got a place there a few weeks ago. I'm not sure how long we'll be there, though. We're saving up to get out of New Atlantis and, tour the settled systems.
В ближайшем ресторанчике что-то явно подсыпывают. Да, да. That's kind of strange question to ask, a stranger. Will you tell me more about your girlfriend? Interesting.
Yeah, sure. Her name's Donna. She works at the Nat station near Mast. Oh, boy, is she a catch. She's passionate, beautiful, friendly. I really lucked out. We met a couple of years ago, and we've been going steady since then. I'm actually thinking about asking her to marry me pretty soon. Keep that between us, okay? I don't want her finding out before I pop the question. Fine, I guess. Do we know each other? Oh, alright. I thought you were trying to flirt with me. My day's going fine. It's hard to complain about anything when you have a Terra Brew in your hand. Catch you later, yeah? I sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
That's the law. And it's been in existence from the beginning.
A diplomatic visa?
You see that scientist out in front of Mast, staring at the trees?
Since the colony
Sounds
war.
upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right? And that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter 2308 Addendum Article 2. Section 8.
Ludicrous. You made all that up. There is no such a... Addendum. The war ended almost 20
Speak to a
years
scientist by the tree? Which tree?
I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestar Collective. I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continued peace.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else. How are you today?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something?
What was that all about? The guards seem to have visions of you.
Did you not hear? They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous.
Do you know anyone that can help? I can talk to them for you.
Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do.
For a few credits, I'd be happy to make a little detour to your embassy.
Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Easy. He gave me credits before I actually do anything. What a Chad. Wait. Ah. What is the embassy then? All that way.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Where's the quest for this guy? Scientist by the tree. Ah, it's in Mass District. Let's talk to the scientist first. See what he tells us. Maybe he will send me somewhere outside of city.
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to...
Kelton Frush.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Something wrong? You sound concerned.
Yes. Concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So,
give me the credits.
On board? Well, that's... Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, That would save time.
Four spots where we have to find this.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis.
Interesting.
Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
Very strange tree, I should say. Very strange structure.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Man, my quest log will be just completely full. Well, I guess activities are like the same way they were in Skyrim. Those small one sentence quests. Small tasks that you can do. Can I climb here? Oh, nice. Pretty weak boost. You probably just gotta upgrade it more. Or buy a better version.
So, what's the point? I have a pen pal in Sidonia. We've been writing to each other. The scars from the colony war are still forming. I hope they serve as a warning, and not a cause. Just enjoying the view. These days, my favorite thing to do is sit and listen. The wind, the trees, they all have their own language. Sometimes they even sing. Really is a nice day, isn't it? I'm close to 80 years old, so I will spare you the long version. Put it simply, I lived, and I loved, and really, does a person need anything else?
Life's okay, but I could do with a few more credits.
Couldn't we all? But I think
Just
you'll
completely
find
absorbed with
fewer credits will not make you happy. A lot of credits,
monetary satisfaction.
maybe, but only because it gives you the time to find what really makes you happy.
If you like, I can help you with any tasks.
Oh, it just so happens I
For
need a
credits.
letter delivered to my pen pal in Sidonia.
Oh, it's actually where we have to
Here's
go.
in advance, 1,000 credit.
Man, those people, I love that. I love this planet. They just give you credits for not doing anything. This is great.
Bless you, child. I believe you'll find Hattie at the community center in Sidonia. Just hand her the letter. She'll know who it's from.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So, where's the sensor? Ah, right here. Now I just gotta yoink the last one. Ah, you can't dive.
Rations? Check. Rifle?
Seems like the Crimson.
This is the first game where they added vaulting. That's a big change, gameplay-wise. We can now climb. It's convenient.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
Get lost, kid.
Fine. Whatever.
Wait, what? He was looking for an egg. Ah, it's hidden.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
The egg you found wasn't beeping, was it?
Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
God damn it. I feel like an errand boy. No, we gotta leave this place.
As you can see, traffic is
This is it. We're gonna help this guy. And I'm gonna help the guy that needs the diplomat, and I'm off the planet for now. That's it. How much it will cost me now?
If you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
You bought an egg from a kid recently. I need it.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it?
It's sensitive scientific equipment. Very important.
Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
You son of a bitch. Xenobiologist, you're obstructing viral biological research. I don't expect you to understand, but this information is vitally important. Hell yeah.
Jeez, fine. Just take it.
Don't even have to pay
not worth the trouble.
a thing. Easy.
I hope we have what you...
Spacesuits. Can I compare it? 6,000. Holy cow. It looks like shit, but it has better physical absorption. Pretty good stats, by the way. They are probably even better than what I have. Equinox, modified Grendel.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Alright. This job is done.
Yep. Nice day now.
I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those sensors. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
I'm glad your concerns were validated.
Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be, well, disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
1,000. Not that bad. Craft or modify an item, complete a research project. Check in on Kelton later. There's more to that story. Now I just gotta speak to the diplomat.
Diplomacy would never.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with?
Representative Chisholm was being held at the spaceport by UC security.
Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Easy. Let's fast travel to the ship. The lodge, craft or modify an item. Interesting. Fast travel to the ship. Okay.
Pleasant change of scenery.
Set the course. Ask about Moira in Sidonia.
It's very rude of the universe to not welcome you with fireworks when you arrive in space. At a bare minimum, a
Wait, they are on the ship, right? Somewhere. Let's see. Oh, there he is. The adoring fan.
How may I serve? I'm in the mood for a mocha macchiato. Absolutely. Ask away.
How do you know so much about me?
Well, for one, your triumph on Vectera was all over the news. But I believe that's only the beginning. The first chapter in a 437-book anthology documenting your greatness. It's only a matter of time before they start writing it. I'll be counting the seconds until they do. 1001, 1002.
Can you tell me anything about yourself?
Oh, I'm not that interesting. I like coffee, I like tea, and I like worshipping the ground you walk on. Well, you technically don't walk. Angels tend to glide.
He's troubled.
Oh no. That sounds ominous.
Attack. It's time for you to go. Permanently. Can you take your fandom up a notch? I feel like you've been slacking lately.
Oh, I can definitely do that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to be 11 times infinity. Just you wait and see.
Wait.
Where are we going? What are we doing? What's next for me and you?
Wonder where this will all lead. Sure, go ahead.
What do you consider your areas of expertise?
You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So don't worry, I won't let you
She's
eat
a
anything that
botanist.
might put you in the hospital.
Do you have any religious beliefs?
My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center, having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes. I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band.
A rock band?
We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. I'll be here.
I'm surprised she actually told it anything to us.
Time to go?
Time to go. Time to go. Set course, right? Ah. So I think this is my first jump. Flashbang!
Your grav jumps.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
Oh, Mars.
And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Ooh. And the new level. 2 skill points. I wanted to level weaponry. Ballistics. Armor penetration. By identifying gaps or weak points in body armor, an attacker can often gain a tactical advantage. Specifically targeting the pressure points and nerves of various limbs can disable an opponent, limiting their combat effectiveness. Science. Increase grav jump range. You can craft improved spacesuit, helmet and pack mods, and research additional mods at the research lab. But it's locked. Probably have to progress in the story. Let's get medicine. Mars Mac Factory. Mac Factory, you say? Let's check it out.
Careful. This area's rife with some type of aerial toxin.
I might not have protection against corrosive elements. Yeah, the suit doesn't give you that, but the helmet does. What's up there? Health. Suit protection depleted. Oh no. Oh shit. Mac Factory. And I thought you were friendly. Mantis. I found a note about secret outposts on a dead spacer. Might be worth a read. Well, to your crew, I get it, but screw that. Bag Borrow still killed to get to Denebola 1B. That is a secret outpost we're trying to crack. Once in a lifetime opportunity. How's my health? Oh, nice. The good old ragdoll bug. It's not a bug, but it's just a common havoc problem. Целый как великан из Карима. Ну, тут как бы невесомость есть какая-то, да? Видишь? You have gained an affliction. Oh shit. Cough, sporadic damage and detection event. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait until I go here because I need a better suit, apparently. It's not suitable for Mars.
Yes?
I'm fine? Yeah, I'm fine.
Infallible one?
Sidonia. Спасибо, спасибо.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
I had another quest that I have to give some kind of message, right? Parting gift.
Oh, what a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Heat leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5?
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping
Ah,
the
it's
city shielded from
underground.
the harsh Martian landscape. Oh, low grab.
The center on P1 is a good place to connect with others. Or facility. Use spiritual needs.
What you mean there's no work?
look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass.
Yeah, it looks pretty depressing to live down there.
Can you believe I have a pen pal in the Atlantis? We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends.
Is that why they asked me to deliver this letter to you?
Still doing things by hand, huh? I keep telling her she needs to act her age, not the stone one. But some people think being difficult builds character. Oh well. Let's see what she wrote. I hope this doesn't mean...
I hope nothing's wrong.
Me too. But Sawadi's letter scares me. If what she says is true, I can't stay here. I need to go see her. If she's really on death's door, then this could be my only chance. Thank you for bringing me this.
Who's this Trevor guy?
So I'm confused.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
You got the look of a miner about you. Maybe when the new contracts finally open up, you'll give it a go. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
I used to do mining work, then I took an arrow to the knee. Oh, sorry. I used to do mining work for Argus. I was hoping you'd have work, but it doesn't sound like it.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job, off the books.
Depends on what it is. But let's hear what you got.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Tell me the plan.
Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Are you sure you're not just exploiting me for free labor?
Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
The city of Sidonia is proud to be a pillar of support for the United Colonies. Seek your local Marine recruiter if you wish to sign up for military service.
Work.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire... are you shooting us now?
Okay. I can see you're serious about helping me.
How about the little friendly waiter?
What's with the klaxons and that detonation announcement I heard?
Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh?
Oh, wait. I didn't say that. I've got this. I'm going to smoke you. You.
Fracking with subterranean particle detonations, what's that?
Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, come on, mate. It's perfectly safe. We're miles away, so all we get is a little jiggle now and again. Just make sure to hold the railing when going downstairs and you'll be fine.
I dropped off the ore as you requested.
Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our director of mining operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
True. Back to the business. This.
Error.
I would love to buy some new drip. Gotta find a shop. Some cool jacket or a hat. Vending machine. Got some kind of drink. Enhance?
We own. Nothing's ever easy here. There's never a slow day.
What is this?
Certainly. Let's get to work on you.
What is that? Ah, you can change your character's face if you want to. Interesting. Actually, I would love to change one thing. Where's the forehead? Facial forms. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Ew. Huh.
You'd be surprised, I think. There are many dangerous jobs on Mars. Mining, military training, manufacturing. As such, there are sometimes accidents. Therefore, it stands to reason there is a lot of reconstructive surgery to be done after the other doctors and surgeons do their work. The work being done here at this enhanced branch may not be as glamorous as others, but it is no less important to those that receive it.
What do you think of living and working on Mars?
I admit, I took this job because I thought it would be easier and low stress. I thought, who would be getting cosmetic surgery in a place like this? But I was wrong. I am constantly busy treating scars, fitting prosthetics, and helping people recover from the dangers of working here. I want to keep working for Enhance. But until my transfer is approved and a replacement is found, it looks as if I'll be stuck here. Right? I mean, I'm sorry I can't get excited about lasering off another scar or whatever, but I'm really more of an artist, you know? I live to create. Can't change that. Goodbye.
The United Colonies Department of Labor would like to remind you that working too much overtime is harmful to your health. And any injuries or mistakes...
Oh, I swear the next gobshite miner who walks in here fancying me for lack of better options is gonna need Enhanced to put their face back together.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again?
Nope. Nope, see? Thumb's still attached.
Well, that's a relief. So, what is it then? Some other workplace accident? Crushed toes? Nasty abrasion? Frostbite? Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines.
Just sounds
I'm
Irish.
Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today?
You seem annoyed about something. Are you okay?
Bollocks. Is that how I come off now? Ah, work's getting to me, I suppose. It's just... You see, no one on this bloody planet seems to follow basic safety precautions. It's always, Dr. Flynn, reattach me arm, or help me with this frostbite. Well, maybe if you took the time to properly dress yourself for the outside, you wouldn't be losing your fingers, you idiot. Sorry for the rant, just for a change, I'd rather be treating a common cold, and not some horrific yet entirely preventable accident. You know, I've been saying that going on 10 years now. You'd think I'd take me own advice, open up my own practice on a nice, safe world, maybe settle down with someone. I'd be much happier, for sure. But the truth is, the pay is exceptional here, and all these careless idiots keep me busy. Maybe it's enough to stay with it and retire early instead. Take care.
How many medkits I have? Nine. I probably could actually buy a couple.
I'd love to take it. Let's have a little look-see at you, shall we? Really? You came to me for that? Okay.
400? No. I'm not paying that.
Sure, if that's what you want.
Of course.
8. Mat pack. Pretty expensive. Let's buy some bandages.
See you around.
Hey, friendo. Got any special goods you're willing to part with? Maybe we can make a deal. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo. Take a look.
UC Marine Space Helmet. This looks serious. Spacesuits. So I can sell them. It's a bit better, yeah.
See you later, friendo.
How's it going?
Sidonia can have a depressing effect.
Mine takes all types. Count upstart.
Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for.
I'm looking for a vanguard named Mora.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
We could track him down if you know his patrol route.
Oh, believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Sarah Morgan, skip to the part where you admit you're lying. I can use her. Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrived from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
Let's try persuasion.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me?
To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails. But the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice is succeeded.
Guess I should ask you the same question. You paying or what? he's not gonna get found. I'm out the cash either way. That's how the Blackest Sea works sometimes. That's enough. You either pay up or get out. I'm done talking about this.
I mean, I can pay. I have enough.
Agreed on a discount, right? Let me confirm the amount. Okay, let's talk. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Now we gotta go to Venus. What? I'm gonna do that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow.